How's it going, guys? Welcome to the altcoin update. So for this one, we are replacing Myra with Suncoin going forward. Suncoin was actually one of the coins that Ali mentioned about. It's the same coin that I decided to troll and and you know put some money in there, and so far it's been treating me actually fairly well. Um, we're also going to do API 3 on a macro level, so sort of just like a bonus coin. It's going to be on macro level, so it's just something that we can see on a macro time frame. And if I see something that needs to be broken down on a micro time frame, like the 4 hour, I will go ahead and do that. So let's start off with XRP, guys. So let's go to the daily time frame because majority of these levels are working with daily levels. So again, not much activity, but we can do here is that we see a little downtrend right here. So we can move this downtrend to here to there. Um, Move it to the next green candle. Um, we had this swing high at the low acting as support, which did act as support for 4 days, but unfortunately broke down and is now acting as resistance. Personally, I would just move it to here to the low, the swing high, and that's acting as a more of a current and more accurate resistance here. So it's getting really tight. It is actually breaking out of the daily apex against this uptrend. So um, considering that these are tested, this level's tested, and the fact that Bitcoin, is hard closing above that daily, I wouldn't be surprised if, XRP sees a move up, um, with correlation to Bitcoin also moving up, because Bitcoin right now, again, just like we saw, Bitcoin is hard closing above that daily. The more hard closes it has on that daily, the better. Okay, so let's go to that 4 hour time frame and point out some resistances that we need to point out. So, okay, so really no need to update much. We have this daily origin that's still perfect on the 4 hour time frame, by the way. It's aligning perfectly. We do have this 4 hour level right here that's acting as resistance. And again, these are all tested. So, um, a large spike to this daily would not, you know, be far-fetched, okay? So, um, for anyone that's really want to pinpoint, it's really really wants the more current accurate data here, this would be the untested 4 hour level. Um, some would make a tested 4 hour over here, but again, there's no reason because we have that daily over there. You don't want to clutter your charts, less is more. So yeah, um, yeah, XRP. So just look out for that breakout. TRX, guys. So daily time frame, we had this downtrend. Apex is fairly far. We had this daily support, which we see a bounce. This is an origin level, but personally, I would just evolve it to here. And now we're working with a daily range here against this daily apex. Okay. So not really much to see on the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, we have this tested level. So I mean, personally, if we're working with daily ranges, that little 4 hour, I highly doubt that's even going to be a major part in display. But what's really most important is just even on the 4 hour, the dailies are being respected. So really no need to dissect even further. Yeah. So again, with Myra, we are replacing it with Suncoin. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to move it to here. And if we want to revisit Myra, I'll be more than happy to. I'll take a look at it and keep you guys updated. But for Suncoin, guys, I've been teeing it personally myself. And nope, 1 second. Sorry, guys. I don't know why it does this. So um, okay, perfect. Okay. So these levels, guys, has not been changed since that last Sun update that we did of quite some time ago, and um, yeah, it played out very well. We announced it when it was down here. Um, I sold at both of these weekly levels right here and right here. And as you can see, you know, it was a fairly simple play, shits and giggles sort of trade. Um, that was just meant to be fun. So, um, but now that's being taken more seriously, um, I can see this being a much larger play in the future, especially with the bull market coming up. I wouldn't be surprised if it touches this weekly level. So what we're going to do here is that because this has broken out the weekly apex, we can move it to here into there, okay? And then we're going to do this point and then that point, okay? So, some people, right? Let me just delete this. Some people might have been like right here, right? Because it looks nice. No, that's incorrect. You evolve it to the next swing high, and then whatever is there, you just array from it. So, um, this point here, this would be invalid. Um, Weekly resistance, and then we have a tested weekly origin support, and then we have another tested support. So we are ranging between two weekly levels, and we are reaching a weekly apex sometime next year, early next year, January, maybe even December. So keep your eyes peeled, guys, because I am personally interested in this, just considering that the market cap is so low, the price is so low that the slightest adjustment in price, you can easily, you know, make a decent size um, of profit. Um, so yeah. So back to track, guys. Um, okay, what did we say here? So we had this downtrend. We evolve it to here, the magnet tool on. Okay, and then we can even to green to green. So there's that slight breakout. Um, there's this daily. So this is the 4-hour range, right? This is the 4-hour peak that acted as support, right? And then we have this level still untested. We can actually move this. Um, and do we have an origin level here? That's the origin level, right? You look from right to the furthest left point, and this is the last red candle before. Oh, I'm sorry, no. This would be the last red candle before this uptrend. Okay, not this here because we have this green candle acting as an uptrend back in time. So there you go. Um, it's to be honest, personally, I think it's most likely holding a 1-hour level in here. So that's why it's not testing it because technically this is still an untested level. So if we go to the 1 hour, we go from left to right. Can we point at any origin levels here? Origin levels here. So we have this last red candle before this uptrend, but then there's another downtrend. So we have the last red candle before this uptrend, and then we see another downtrend here. So we go down, move up, move up, move down, and we move up. So this would be the last red candle before the uptrend. And again, maybe this would have to be dissected on even on a 30-minute time frame. As you can see, someone, an average trader would just be like, I'm just going to move it to the top of the wick. But that's not how you do it. Just because it looks nice doesn't mean it's always right. So what we're going to do here, let's make this orange just as a placeholder, and let's go to 30-minute time frame and break it down. Okay, so we have this downtrend, it's moving down. We do have some swing highs here on the right, the last green candle before this downtrend. Okay, and then we move down here. we have that swing high here, and we have that last red candle before this uptrend. Okay, so we mark that right there. And as you can see here, we have another downtrend, right? This is the downtrend before this uptrend. And again, this wick is fairly big. Now, this is something that we'd have to maybe dissect from not the 30, but the 15 minute. So let's just delete these. And as you can see, even this point makes sense, but I'm just actually curious this wick itself. So let's make it yellow. Let's go to the 15 minute. And as you can see here, it's still this large wick. So if we look from right to left, do we see some origin levels on the left side? So we're going to do here, we're going to go from here. What is this level respecting? Is it actually an untested swing high? No, because if we go to the left, we can actually see this is the last green candle before the uptrend, even here as well. Let's just make it a different color so it's easier to see. Let's just make these green because we don't have any green lines. Okay, um, and yeah, so this is the origin level point that even connects to this last red candle before this uptrend. So um, yeah, as you can see, dissecting that one wick led to, led down to a 15 minute, but personally, this is not something I would say you would do on a large wick like this every time, um, unless again you're leveraging or you need some point of like accuracy where you need only be 1 to 2% accurate, or where you can only be, where you can only have that 1 to 2% margin of error, which I don't think most of you do. But again, this is the process. Um, Next, we're going to do a quick update on a coin called API 3. I think it'll be this. So it looks like we already did this actually. Um, let's see what happened here. Oh wow, yeah, looks like we looks like we did a I don't know what happened here. Hold on. Let's go to the weekly. Oh wow. I don't know what the heck. This was probably way back in the day. So let's clear the chart because obviously that was wrong. um, Hopefully this is the most amount of data that we have. Um, so let's start off fresh. Start off on the weekly. Um, personally, I wouldn't even bother making a downtrend because making a downtrend, like there's really no point because the accumulation has been so long. Um, there's really no point of marking that. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna start off with the downside of the other side of it. So um, instead of green to green, we're going to red to red and see how that reacts. We're going to evolve it, evolve it, evolve it. And as you can see here, um, this downtrend, this trend line from 2022, June 2022 to December 2022 has been perfectly respected to the T into 2023. So that's a good sign. What we're going to do here now is that we're going to mark our uptrends now on a local time frame. So we're going to start from this distribution point to here. We're going to evolve it, and we're going to evolve it. Okay, and this is a weekly time frame, by the way, guys. So we're going to array this. Okay, array from here to here, and let's make some weekly levels. So again, this is the last green candle before this downtrend, right? So we're just gonna make that purple, and as you can see, this has been foretelling the future. Okay, so what do we have? Do we have any other more supports that are that's hitting this level? Yeah, possibly. So we start from left to right. Um, we can start off here, right, left to right, which is acting as support. I'm sorry, acting as resistance. Um, this is the swing high. Again, guys, I like the bodies of the candles. Okay, so um, technically these are all resistances, and because it's a weekly time frame, there are some levels that you can delete, which in my opinion, this is something that you can, oh, this level, I'm sorry, this level is something that you can delete, and what you're left with is this weekly range in between here, and pretty much that's what really matters. Um, Even here, even that swing high is tested. Um, um, yeah. Let's start from left to right. Okay, so let's go to the daily and see what we're working with. Daily range. This is pretty much all you need to know because what I'm doing here is I'm dissecting the apex now. Okay, so I could really care less anything about here. I'm really dissecting what's important in this range of the apex. Okay, so now I know I'm working with the weekly and the daily range inside this apex. Okay, um, we have a daily here. So now that brings us even closer. This personally is, there's no point. I'm just going to delete that. And yeah, I mean, ultimately, like on the daily time frame, it's we it, pretty much narrowed down to this daily apex. And if this uptrend breaks, it's we still have a very strong weekly uptrend that can hold. But regardless, the apex is next year for this coin, will the major apex. So um, yeah, I mean, pretty much that's API on a macro time frame, guys. Um, so yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. So if you have any questions on the altcoins, feel free to drop a comment, question down below, and I'll be more than happy to get back to you. Take care, guys. Bye.